Saludos cazalogros, bienvenidos a la guía del último caso de la historia principal de Sherlock Holmes, capítulo 1. Os vuelvo a repetir, si no quedó claro en el vídeo anterior, que hagáis un punto de guardado, ¿vale? Porque una vez entremos en la mansión y pasemos al jardín, no hay punto de retorno, ¿vale? Es el punto de no retorno, no podemos volver atrás y acabar con todos los logros que nos quedarían. Este es el logro por acabar el juego. Y luego, como veis, nos quedan un montón. Todos estos son por hacer todos los casos que hay por ahí sueltos, ¿vale? Entre ellos los de tu hermano Mycroft y demás, ¿vale? Así que, os repito, haced un punto de guardado. También hay logros, que ya os los comenté en el vídeo de coleccionables, si lo habéis visto, que es por hacer varias cosas en las guaridas de bandidos. Se pueden farmear ahí sin problema, ¿vale? Dicho esto, vamos a comenzar. Para comenzar, vamos al cuaderno, ponemos recuerdo destrozado y vamos a entrar en la mansión. Yo voy a guardar, es que tengo 200 millones de guardados, pero es que mejor estar seguros, ¿vale? Que luego la liamos y hay que echar un montón de horas para volver aquí. Ok, una vez aquí dentro, tenemos que mirar a John.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Este no es. Aquí está. Hablamos con John. Y tenemos que buscar la puerta hacia el jardín. Siempre me equivoco el de correr con el de la foto, tío. Que está justo aquí detrás, ¿vale? Hablamos con él y esto ya es el punto de retorno. Tendremos que confirmarlo, ¿vale? Diciendo que estamos listos para acabar esto.
Sherry,
John, I always listen to you.
you don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. I don't know what is beyond this door, but I can feel it. Buzzing, angry, like a fly at the window.
I know. I can sense it too.
You locked away this memory for a reason. There is only pain here.
Pain. And truth.
You do not need to suffer either. There is so much more we can do on Cordona, so many others we can help. There is no coming back from this.
¿Veis? Aquí tenéis que decir, tengo que terminar con esto, o podéis darle a volveré más tarde y hacer lo que nos quedará. Eso lo voy a ir haciendo en vídeos aparte, ¿ok? O sea, los 1000 G lo vamos a sacar. Sí
John,
o sí.
my animum, my brother, there is nothing more important in this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me, but my path was set long ago. I can no more step off it than I can ask the avalanche to roll back uphill.
Just... please be careful, Sherry. I love you.
Quite. Come on. We'll go together.
Una vez acabe esa cinemática, tenemos que dirigirnos
Why
al
didn't I remember
lago.
we had such a big garden?
Maybe you forgot it for your own good.
Llegado al lago, giráis a la derecha y esta era una visión de vuestra madre. Os acercáis a ella. Interactuáis con esta tetera. A ver si encuentro... Aquí está.
That's from Mother's favorite tea set. What is it doing in here?
Aquí vamos a tener una especie de flashback y lo único que tenéis que hacer es coger un objeto que estará cerca de John.
Come here, Sherry. Hurry.
Esta botella.
These must help calm her down.
En el cuaderno podemos poner esto, ¿vale? Para que no ocupe tanto. Además es la misión que estamos
Is
haciendo.
everything all right?
Vale, y una vez acabe el diálogo, tenemos que buscar el mirador.
Don't go, Mother, wait.
Interactuamos con el libro.
I remember this artifact from Mother's collection. Mother's work journal. I liked poring over the detailed pages and reading about my parents' collection.
Otro flashback, miramos a la izquierda y tenemos un objeto con el que podemos interactuar.
Here it is. We'll just borrow it for a while.
Did you hear that?
Y continuamos
Let's take it.
hasta aquí.
This progress. Charlotte, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
Any result is progress, even if it is a worsening of her condition. It informs my...
No. I have made my decision. She must be sent to a legitimate medical facility. I will not let her hurt Sherlock.
What? Master Holmes, you do not understand.
That will be all. I expect you to have left the house by week's end.
Ok, una vez acabe este flashback, volvemos a la puerta por donde entramos.
Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
Sherry, come here, darling. I'm waiting for you.
Coming, Mother. This was for my mother, wasn't it? I remember how we came to the garden for a breath of fresh air.
Aquí lo que tenéis que hacer es ir por el camino, ¿vale?
Take me to my flowers, Sherry. They must already be in bloom.
Básicamente
As you
es
wish, Mum.
darle hacia adelante y ya está. Cuando acabe,
I bet you
ya
missed
habremos
the fresh
acabado
air, didn't you?
la historia principal del juego.
The sun
Habrá que
is
elegir una
far
de
brighter
4
than I
decisiones. No hay decisión buena, no hay decisión mala. La que queráis elegir, la elegís y eso os va a dar el logro de acabar el juego. Y después de
Just
esto,
look at them.
habrá que cargar la
The
partida
stars of
guardada
Earth. Even
para
the sky must be jealous of
limpiar
their
los
beauty.
logros y
Indeed.
los casos que nos quedan.
Mother, would you like to go around the water?
That would be perfect. I always wanted such a nice pond in London. It looks so peaceful.
Mycroft knew you would like it.
We should put some fish in it, don't you think?
How about some carp?
That's a nice idea. Let's visit your father's tree. It grows so fast, just like you.
We could even build a tree house in it.
Yes, Sherry. Speaking of your father, could you call him out, please?
Mom! I'm sorry. He passed away. He's gone.
No, he's not.
I'm telling the truth. Did you forget again?
No, don't you dare say such things. You are a liar like all the others.
Mother!
Don't call me that. You aren't fooling me.
No! Mom, it hurts!
My son would never lie.
Mom, stop!
Who are you? Reveal yourself.
Please, stop! It's me, Sherlock!
You are not my Sherry. Give me my stuff back or I'll stop you.
Como veis, aquí tenéis la serie de pistas. Ir mezclándolas todas. Y al final tendréis cuatro decisiones. Todas son correctas, todas son... las podéis coger, ¿vale? Coged las que queráis, la que más os guste. Cualquiera que cogéis os dará el logro de acabar el juego.
Sherlock. Sherlock. Can you hear me? Come on, wake up.
Get off me.
Sherry,
You knew, and more than that, you hid it from me.
you couldn't bear the truth, Sherlock, so I shouldered it for you. I took your pain, your horror.
Otto Richter murdered my mother, and Mycroft covered it up. Whisked me away from this place, buried me in schoolwork, and left the past to rot.
And you needed a way to cope, so I helped.
You were a lie, John, a fiction, a crutch.
No, I was a friend. Sherlock, please.
Sherlock,
What?
are you okay?
I don't know.
I told you not to come, Sherlock. Where is he?
Who?
Your friend, John.
He's beside you.
Was all this worth it? Is he worth it?
Why is he here?
I think, in his own way, he was trying to protect me. A truth I couldn't bear. But now I must face it.
Sherlock, what are you doing?
You kept me in the dark and kept your actions quiet. You enabled Richter and his untested quackery for far too long. And worse, you wanted to lock up our mother.
I wanted to give you a chance at normalcy, childhood. There was no changing what happened, no good to come of dwelling in the past.
It was lies upon lies. Otto Richter was trying to save her, but you decided he deserved to take the fall. Is that justice?
The big picture, Sherlock. The big picture. Perhaps Richter was not responsible for her fit of rage, but his treatment led inexorably to that moment. You were so fragile. I could not... I just couldn't. I chose us over him.
You know, for once I believe you. Perhaps now that the truth is out, I can actually do what you had hoped. Leave it all in the past.
Good. You have your whole life ahead of you, Sherlock. It is time you got on with it.
I was worried there for a minute, Sherry. Really worried. I didn't want to hurt you. What's so funny?
I am talking to myself, John. I think I was hurt regardless.
But we made a good team, eh? Explored every inch of this place together. Helped a lot of people. Terrorized a few too, I suppose. I think I may go so far as to say, Sherry, that I have not lived wholly in vain.
So that's it. It's over.
You've opened every door, Sherry. Faced the past you locked away. You don't need me anymore.
I know. I will miss you all the same. I don't want you to go.
Yes, you do.
Goodbye, John.
Y como veis, ahí está el logro de acabarse el juego. Ya lo que os quedaría es seguir los vídeos, porque vamos a seguir haciendo todos los casos necesarios para sacar los 1000 Gs de este Sherlock Holmes. Espero que os haya ayudado la guía. Seguimos en los próximos días con este Sherlock Holmes para sacarle esos 1000 Gs. Hasta la próxima.
Why are you here?
Closure, I suppose. And to help a friend.
You and I are not friends. In a race between the thawing of the ice caps and our friendship, I would buy a boat.
Ha! Is that right?
I can see it now. I know what you did.
What did I do?
You needled me. From the moment we met, you were searching for weakness. You pushed me to pursue the truth about my mother. You questioned everything I did, everything I believed, to break me. To blur truth and fiction, reality, morality. A saboteur in silk. Was it vengeance, Werner? Or do you prefer Klaus?
Excuse me?
You are Klaus Richter, Otto's younger brother. Do you hold me responsible for his end?
Ha! There was no love lost between me and my brother. I am sure you can relate. Otto was merely the gravity that pulled me into your orbit. Or you into mine. Once I met you, I could not keep away.
Why? What reason do you have for all this?
To help you.
You're lying.
To show you that you were wrong.
More lies. I know you now, Werner. Try again.
To see what had happened. Or is that yet another untruth? Does it matter? Take your pick. Who cares? You're my masterpiece. I turned Sisyphus into Ozymandias. You could not see the futility of your quest until I helped you to let go of the rock. And now, nothing beside remains.
I remain. Despite you and to spite you.
It is a matter of will and power now. Will you overcome this, or shall you decay? Oh, on that note, I brought you something.
I want nothing more from you.
When one wants for nothing, Sherlock, the best thing to get them is something personal. So, here you are. Now, please excuse me, but the gallery calls. I'm already conceiving my next project. You really are beautiful.
My brother returned to London soon after our disagreement. He enrolled at Cambridge University, but attends only the rare classes that hold his interest. I hear he took employment at a hospital laboratory, obsessing over his experiments. I suppose he seeks solace in the empirical truth of a chemical test. I am afraid for him. His evenings are spent alone, solving citizens' menial mysteries to pass the time. And I suspect he is growing paranoid. One of my agent's vehicles recently ignited during a surveillance operation. She was lucky to get out alive. There is only one man who could orchestrate such a feat. Or perhaps two. I saved my brother. He will never forgive me.
I found it! I found it!
And
What is that?
How far, bruises may be produced after death? How are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive.
How on earth did you know that?
Never mind. The question now is about bruising. No doubt you see the significance of this discovery of mine.
It is interesting, no doubt, but practically...
Why, it is the most practical medico-legal discovery for years. Had we these data sooner, hundreds of men would have paid the penalty for their crimes. Cases oft hinge upon how a man died. Now, we can know which wounds he suffered alive, which occurred post-mortem, and what instrument was responsible. And ergo, one will soon be able to calculate with utmost precision when and where death occurred, sparing the innocent and damning the guilty.
Well, then you are to be congratulated.
Indeed. But, you came here on business.
Correct again. I am looking for someone with whom to take diggings, and heard you were complaining that you could get no one to go halves with you.
I have my eye on a suite in Baker Street, which would suit us down to the ground. You don't mind the smell of strong tobacco, I hope?
I smoke ships myself.
That's good enough. I get in the dumps at times, and don't open my mouth for days on end. Just let me alone, and I'll soon be right. What have you to confess now? It's best for two fellows to know what bruises each other carries before they begin to live together. My last companion and I...
Well, I object to rows because my nerves are shaken, and I get up at all sorts of ungodly hours, and I am extremely lazy. I have another set of vices when I'm well, but those are the principal ones at present.
Do you include violin playing in your category for rouse?
It depends on the player. A well-played violin is a treat for the gods. A badly played one.
Oh, no, that's all right. I think we may consider the thing as settled. Oh, forgive my manners. My attention wavers. Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. John Watson.
John.